Hey guys, JPMX21 here. Welcome back to another one of our WWE pay-per-views, previews/reviews, and this time we are doing the WWE preview for Battleground. I usually say what Battleground is advertised at, but to be 100% honest, I do not know. I know that the main event is once a Brotherhood, now a Battleground. But I don't know what, it doesn't even have a catchphrase. So yeah, we're just gonna stick with Battleground. We have Battleground. But one thing that you guys might know, I've said this before, I'm gonna say it again. For everybody that is up for these reviews and previews and reviews, I will not be doing a WWE review of this pay-per-view. Because I'm not even going to watch the pay-per-view. I'm not even watching Battleground because I'm going off town. I'm going off country. I am actually going to Poland, so I will not be able to even watch the pay-per-view. So I'm not even gonna do a review of it. So that's just how it's gonna go down. So, but we're here to do a preview of WWE Battleground. And the card of Battleground this year, it's kind of iffy. I mean, it has good matches, and then it has really matches, like those matches that you don't really care, and it's really predictable. The finish, I don't know. I think the ending is kind of predictable. But yeah, we're gonna go with it. And we're gonna start off this WWE preview with, I don't know, they haven't announced any pre-show matches for the time that I'm recording this. They might announce it. They might announce it after. But now we're gonna start off with a one-on-one action of the women. On action, we have Becky Lynch against Natalya. You know what happened in Money in the Bank? Charlotte and Dana Brooke versus Natalya and Becky Lynch. They lost. Natalya and Becky lost. Natalya gets pissed off, and Natalya turns heel on Becky, and now we have a match. And I don't know how I feel about this match. Like, this match could go either way. And this is the only thing that I actually kind of like about this pay-per-view. Is actually, I mean, some matches are predictable, but some matches are actually not predictable. And I'm sorry if you're hearing some background noise of my bird. He doesn't want to shut up. He never shuts up. When I start recording, he just starts doing his thing. So I don't know. But I think this match could go either way. But with WWE, I think WWE might want to go with Natalya to win, but Becky now Becky lost to Dana Brooke in a 2-minute match. What the hell? We're talking about Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch, which is arguably the most talented women in the roster right now. You have Sasha, you have Bayley, and you have all the other women which are talented, but Becky is arguably the most talented women in the roster. So I don't know why they would give this match to Natalya. It wouldn't make much sense of it, since Becky has lost matches that are not to lose and completely not even explainable why she lost the matches. But oh well. But yeah, I'm gonna give the match to Becky. I just want Becky to win. Now, she was seen as an underdog, and I said this before, everybody turns on Becky. Paige turned on Becky, Charlotte turned on Becky, now Natalya turned on Becky. It just came out to the point where I think, oh god, I don't want Becky to turn heel, but WWE might be thinking about it. And she is like the top, she's like, we've seen Sasha as a heel, and on the main roster, we've seen Charlotte, we've seen every other one as a heel, but we never seen Becky as a heel on the main roster. So I don't know. They might want to turn her heel when Bayley comes along, and we'll talk about Bayley in a bit. We'll talk about Bayley in a bit. But like I said, I want this match to be not a 2-minute match. I mean, give it like 8-9 minutes for the match, but give the match to Becky, please. I mean, yes, she was the last woman to stand on top, because on SmackDown she attacked Natalya when she's going for a match against Alicia Fox. But just give the match to Becky, please. She needs, I don't want to say she needs a push because she already got her push, but I don't know, when Sasha wins the belt, how about they replay that awesome match that Sasha and Becky had at TakeOver Rival? Was it TakeOver Rival? I don't know, but it was a match on the TakeOver on the weekend of WrestleMania 31. But okay, finishing up this, I'm gonna give the match to Becky Lynch because I just feel like Becky should win. I just feel like Becky should win the match. Moving on to the next match, we have a 6-man tag team match. We have the Wyatt family against the WWE World Tag Team Champions, again, the New Day. So again, not a match for the New Day not a tag team title match for the New Day. And I'm actually going to check right now. Have the New Day broke the record of the longest reigning tag team of all time? Because they are going to break the record right now. They're going to break the record this week. Are they breaking up? Have they broken up the record? Are they now the longest reigning tag team of all time? Okay, so they have a reigning of 332 days. I'm recording this on the 21st. So I'm actually going to check right now what is Brian Kendrick and Paul London. 334. So they're reigning. Oh, so that's probably why they don't want to make it a title match at Battleground. It's kind of iffy. Because the New Day are going to break the record on Sunday. They're going to be the longest reigning tag team of all time. They're going to break Paul London and Brian Kendrick's reign. It makes sense. WWE likes to do that, you know. I'm going to give that to somebody. I'm going to give this to somebody. You know, like previous... I know Brian Kendrick is now in the Cruiserweight Classic. But either way, WWE really likes to break the record of old people. Bruno Sammartino is never going to be topped ever again. There's no way. But still, for example, like I said before, I wouldn't be surprised if somebody wins the Money in the Bank 2 times, so they can say, oh, this guy won Money in the Bank 2 times, just so they can't say CM Punk won it 2 times. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So we have this match. The build-up, you know, the build-up was weird and very, very strange because we had Xavier Woods being scared as hell of the Wyatt family, especially Bray Wyatt, and then we have the final deletion of WWE. We had, you know, if you don't know what final deletion was Matt Hardy versus Jeff Hardy and TNA, and then we have the final deletion of WWE, which was the New Day heading to the Wyatt's compound. And we already thought this was going to be the final deletion 2.0, and it was. It was WWE's version of the final deletion, and I'll guess, you know, it wasn't good for WWE, but if it was on another show, like for example Lucha Underground, I think, because Lucha Underground has really, really good like backstage segments, which also almost look like movie. And if this went on Lucha Underground, it will actually be good, but it doesn't fit WWE. So, yeah, it doesn't fit WWE. But speaking about the match, the Wyatt family has been dominating the whole stable of this rivalry. The Wyatt family are the top boys. And now that the Wyatt family are splitting up, Strowman is going Raw. Rowan and Bray are going to SmackDown. I don't know. It's just weird. It's just weird why they broke up the Wyatt family. But they probably want Strowman to get that push. He's probably going to be a U.S. champion now that the U.S. title is on Raw. He's probably going to be a mid-carder, winning the title and being a monster, and no one is going to take the title from him. I could see that happening. But then again, we'll see about that. That's for the future. I didn't want to do a WWE draft review because it wasn't as good as probably everybody was expecting. So yeah. But speaking about the match, you have Xavier Woods being scared as hell, the Wyatt family looking like dominant people, and I'll be the one to say it. The Wyatt family should win. The Wyatt family should win. But this is probably going to be that match where WWE is going to say, let's just give this to the New Day. And I am going to go for the New Day. My prediction can be very, very wrong, but I'm going to go for the New Day on this prediction because they have been like really like not I want to say, and it actually one thing that kind of looks really, really weird. They saw, oh, the New Day might never be the same after the compound thing, and the New Day comes out and they start talking about Pokemon Go. So it's the New Day. That's the New Day. You said that they will never be the same. They're the same. So yeah. But yeah. Speaking about this match, I'm gonna give the match to. Who I want to win? I want the Wyatt family to win because Wyatt family, before Bray Wyatt got injured, they always lose their rivalries. They lost the rivalry against Ryback, Kane, and Big Show. Like, what the hell? And then they lost the rivalry. They won the rivalry against the Dudley Boys, the ECW Originals. But it's just, come on, give them the push that they deserve. And now that the Bray Wyatt is like the second top heel on SmackDown, he's basically the second top heel on SmackDown because AJ is the top heel on SmackDown. So why not? Why not give it to the Wyatt family? But I'm gonna go for the New Day. New Day probably gonna win, and I wouldn't be surprised if Xavier Woods is the one that gets the pin. On who? On Eric Rowan. They're never going to put Strowman on it. Because Strowman, oh my god, this guy is so big, is so strong, and all that stuff. You know, WWE thinks about that. But still, Braun Strowman, I think they want to give him that. Don't get pinned Brock Lesnar situation. I think the one who's going to get pinned is Eric Rowan. So... and Xavier Woods is gonna go with the man that goes for the pin, and I can see that Braun Strowman getting taken out by Big E. I can see that because Big E is really, really strong. So yeah, for this match, I'm gonna give this one to the New Day. Moving on to the next match on the card, we have the United States Championship on the line. We have the United States Champion Rusev defending against Zack Ryder. And again, I like the fact that Zack Ryder is getting pushed, but I don't think he's going to take this. Like, I like it. I like what they're doing with Zack Ryder. I like the fact that they put him on SmackDown. But then again, I don't like the fact that they put Mojo Rawley on SmackDown as well, because Mojo Rawley would be better on either way. Mojo Rawley would be better on NXT. They should have put Bayley instead of Mojo Rawley. They should have put Austin Aries instead. I get that you don't want to put Nakamura and Samoa Joe because they're main eventing TakeOver, but Austin Aries, Bobby Roode, I mean even Ty Dillinger, like okay, he would have been like a mid-carder, jobber, all that stuff, but they're probably gonna mix up Zack Ryder, which is getting his singles push with Mojo Rawley, and now, okay, they're now just a tag team, so yeah, it's gonna be chilling there. No, I want Zack Ryder to keep his singles push, but I don't think Zack Ryder is gonna take this at all. I expect a good match from both. I expect a good match performed by both of the men. I expect a really good match, but I don't want WWE, like, you know, WWE probably, oh, let's make Rusev great again, no pun intended, because we're talking about Darren Young in a bit, but we're gonna make Rusev like he was before, and let's make him squash Zack Ryder. No, please no. If you squash Zack, if Zack Ryder gets squashed by Rusev, I'm going to be hella pissed. That is not how you book Zack Ryder. Zack Ryder is underrated as hell. He's probably the most underrated superstar in the whole roster. He's probably the most underrated superstar in the whole roster. So, yeah, he got the WrestleMania moment. That was awesome. Everybody was happy about it. No one expected that, but I'm gonna say that no one got mad at it. I mean, yes, I want to see Kevin Owens win. I want to see Sami Zayn winning the match, but I'll say that no one got mad by Zack Ryder winning it because he deserves it. He deserves it. He's a good wrestler. His moveset is good. He's not boring at all. His gimmick is all good. His gimmick is good. So there is absolutely no way why they would put Zack Ryder being squashed by Rusev this time. No, put up a great match, better than Titus O'Neil Rusev. I'll say, but just don't squash him. I mean, yes, you can have that situation. Oh, what if Zack Ryder wins the US title? The US title goes to SmackDown, and Darren Young wins the IC title, and the IC title goes for Raw. No, the IC title is on SmackDown. The US title is on Raw, like they usually are doing, and Zack Ryder is not winning, in my opinion. So I'm gonna give the match to Rusev, and he's going to be made as a strong force again, like he was when he won the US title in the first place. Who would I see from the Raw roster to take the title from him? I mean, I don't see Finn Balor, because Finn Balor is either... I see Finn Balor is probably just gonna go to the top. I see Finn Balor just going straight to the top. Balor on Raw, he was 5th pick overall. Like, how can you say that a 5th pick overall is going for the mid-card title? No. Balor is so worth it, and I'm so happy that he got that pick. I'm so happy that he got the 5th pick overall, which is crazy good. And then I see who could possibly take Rusev's US title. We have Sami Zayn, which could be very interesting. We have Neville, but I say with the cruiserweights, Neville's probably going to be Mr. Cruiserweight, and he's probably going to go for the cruiserweight title. We have Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens is a heel. I don't see that. Maybe for Sami Zayn, and then he takes the title from Sami Zayn. I can see that. We have Jack Swagger, being Patriot as he is, could be one of them. We have Darren Young, but we have Big Show. Really want to go for Big Show. Oh, we have Cesaro. Okay. Cesaro, it could be Cesaro. I wouldn't mind it being Cesaro to take the title from him. Wouldn't mind for it. Cesaro is arguably, along with Lesnar, one of the strongest men in WWE. So, yeah. But, like I said, wrapping this match up, we have Rusev against Zack Ryder for the US title. I'm going to give this one to Rusev. Moving on to the next match, we have the Intercontinental title on the line. We have the Intercontinental Champion, The Miz, defending his Intercontinental Championship against Darren Young. And This was very, very interesting. And I said it, I didn't like Darren Young. I never liked Darren Young, even on his NXT days. But now that I see it, he is actually not being bad. He's not being a bad man. He's not being a bad performer. Especially the match that they had on SmackDown with Zack Ryder and Darren Young versus Rusev and The Miz. He kind of impressed me. You know, we had that cross chick. What is the move called? It's Bob Backlund's old finisher. Is the cross chicken wing? Is it the cross chicken wing? I'm gonna check. I'm gonna check right now what the proper name of the proper name of the move. But it's actually really, really good that he's getting that push. The crossface chicken wing. Okay, there you go. It's the crossface chicken wing. But really like how he is his mentor. Bob Backlund is his mentor. I like how Darren Young is doing the crossface chicken wing on The Miz, and The Miz tapped, and that is the major reason why I see both challengers not winning the titles. Just why? Because no, Darren Young is going to Raw alongside with Bob Backlund. Yes, he could win the US title there against Rusev, but I don't think he's going to win against The Miz. But if Darren Young wins against The Miz, Zack Ryder has to win it, because like the title management is so weird in WWE right now. We have the tag team titles, the US title, and the women's title on Raw. We have the WWE title and the IC title on SmackDown. Really, really weird how the situation is gonna go. We'll talk about it in the main event. But again, now that Maurice and The Miz, their gimmick is really, really good. I am fairly enjoying the gimmick that they have together. And finally, The Miz has a good gimmick, and he's good. I was never like super into The Miz, but he's good. He's a good heel. I like the fact I absolutely loved when it was The Miz TV with Bob Backlund and Darren Young. Oh, let's take a look at Bob Backlund's the highlights of Bob Backlund's career. Bob Backlund being, don't quote me on that, being the second longest WWE champion of all time. They showed Bob Backlund highlights, and now let's take a look at Darren Young's. No signal. I like that. That was really, really good. That is like the perfect thing for The Miz. He's a heel, all that stuff. That was great. That was great. I'll give you that, WWE. But I don't think he's going to win, Darren Young. I don't think Darren Young's going to win, but they are still going to make him look strong. And just don't go back. Please don't go back to the make Darren Young great again segments. Don't go back to that. Don't go back to make Darren Young great again segments with Bob Backlund. Now that he's getting his push, he could go to Raw still with his push. I mean, now the brand split is always good for mid-carders to get their push. So, go to Raw, get your push. But still, like I said, I don't think Darren Young is going to win this match, so that's why I'm going to give it to The Miz. Moving on, we have the Fight Forever one-on-one action. We have Sami Zayn against Kevin Owens. And literally, they're going to fight forever. They are going to fight forever. Because I said it, and I would have preferred, like, Sami went to Raw, I'm going to say, oh, now Owens is going to go to SmackDown. Yeah, Owens is going to go to SmackDown. No, Owens is also going to Raw. And I was like, really? I thought they wanted to put an end to this rivalry, but no, both men are going to Raw. I actually made. I'm actually going to even check right now on you know, that WWE thing that they had, the draft. They had for you to do a fantasy draft and for you to put the competitors on each brand. And I actually did that. And I'm actually checking right now what did I do for that. Let me check out. Let me check it out. I'm gonna open it right now. What did I do? Okay, so I have here my draft, the draft that I did. So I put it, let me see, I put it Kevin Owens on Raw, and I put Sami Zayn on SmackDown. And I think that should have been one thing. Like, this rivalry should be built up in a year. I mean, next year they could have been on the same show. But no, let's just keep them on the same show and they're gonna fight forever. But yes, they could fight for the mid-card title. Yes, that could be a thing. And it would be very interesting indeed. But, you know, Owens won at Payback, and then they both, and Sami Zayn hasn't even won a single pay-per-view. Hasn't even won a single pay-per-view since he's been on the main roster. He lost at WrestleMania. He lost against Kevin Owens on Payback. He lost against the Miz on Extreme Rules. He lost Money in the Bank. No wins for Sami Zayn since WrestleMania. And he even lost a takeover against Nakamura, but that was not a loss. That was a clean win because that was match of the year. Jeez, that was so good. But yeah, I think it's time. I think it's finally time for Sami Zayn to get his victory over Kevin Owens like he deserves. Because Owens looks like to be always the the top man, because he's a former IC champion. And what has Zayn accomplished on his career in the main roster? Absolutely nothing. Yes, he's been on the Intercontinental title scene. Yes, he's been on the Money in the Bank briefcase, on the Money in the Bank ladder match, but no accomplishments whatsoever for Sami Zayn. So that is why I think they're going to give this one to Sami Zayn. But again, this could very well be match of the night. Like it was on Payback. It was match of the night on Payback. Arguably with Roman and AJ. But it was very good match by both at Payback. Because they are destined to fight forever. You know, Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens said, okay, let's put an end to this rivalry. But this rivalry is not ending. They went to the same show. How is this rivalry ending? The only way this rivalry could have ended is if one was from SmackDown and the other was going to Raw. But no, Shane and Daniel Bryan decided to pick Baron Corbin at the number sixth pick overall on SmackDown. It was like, what? Really? I mean, all of the others were very understandable, but Baron Corbin so early? Come on. So, yeah. This match, really expecting a great match for both. But I'm giving this match to Sami Zayn. I think it's time for Sami Zayn to get his first pay-per-view win on the main roster. I think it's finally time for him. So, yeah. Go for Sami Zayn. Moving on, we don't have a match. We have the highlight reel hosted by Chris Jericho, with this special guest being the Viper, Randy Orton, finally back from injury. Almost a year. He was injured around Night of Champions. I think it was Night of Champions. Was it Night of Champions? I think, was it Night of Champions that he was injured? No, it was, I think, was it Night of Champions? No, it was not Night of Champions. It was Hell in a Cell. Since October. He's been out since October. So that was worse. That was worse than Seth Rollins, even worse than Seth Rollins. But yeah, he's back. He's going to face Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam, which is going to be the interpromotional match because Randy is on SmackDown and Brock is on Raw. So this is going to be the interpromotional match. And what I expect for this highlight reel, Orton comes out, they talk a bit. Oh, I'm gonna give you the gift of Jericho. Drink it in, man. And an RKO. That's basically what I'm expecting for this. And WWE just blindsided. Are blind. They're blind because they don't want to see that Brock Lesnar is failing the drug tests, failing the tests that he's made, and WWE's not even talking about it. Which is really, really weird. And he's still set to get a match at SummerSlam, and the match is still setted. So I don't know how this is going to go. I don't know if he's going to get suspended. I doubt it. But he might not even step foot in a UFC ring again if that really happened. But we're not here to talk about Lesnar. We're here to talk about Orton. Glad to see him back. One of my favorites right now on the main roster. I've said it before, AJ's my favorite. You know, you have the absolute wrestling ability of Rollins. You have now that he was always one of my favorites, but now that he's on the main roster, Finn Balor, he's great. And yeah, all of these, Randy Orton, I like John Cena. He can put on a great match if he really wants to. And the women, we'll talk about the women in a bit. But yeah, the only thing I'm expecting from this highlight reel, it's basically an RKO. That's basically what I'm expecting, an RKO. And please don't make Randy Orton versus Chris Jericho. And this was my concern. Like, Brock Lesnar is a face, and everybody was talking, oh, how is Randy Orton gonna come back? Is he gonna come back as a heel? Is he gonna come back as a face? Judging by an highlight reel, the highlight reel with Chris Jericho being the heel, I guess that Randy Orton is coming back as a babyface because he's probably going to return RKO Jericho. And just please don't make Randy versus Jericho until SummerSlam while Lesnar is just sitting there waiting for his match. No, don't make that. Don't do that. Don't make Lesnar just be... Do it like Dean Ambrose and Brock Lesnar. Lesnar comes out almost every single Monday Night Raw to go face to face with Dean. Almost every single Monday Night Raw he was there. So yeah, I'm expecting a good match. Between both. But that's SummerSlam. We'll talk about SummerSlam when the time comes. But yeah, again, I'm expecting a good match for Randy and Lesnar. Don't squash Randy. I know Lesnar is definitely going to win. Only if... I could see Randy winning, but then again, it's Lesnar. I doubt it. But moving on to the next match on the card, we have some more six-man tag team matches. Some more six-man tag team contests. We have John Cena teaming up with Enzo Amore and Big Cass against The Club, AJ Styles, Luke Gallows, and Carl Anderson. Now, what is this gonna be? It's gonna be the last match of The Club, and it's going to be the last match of John Cena and Enzo Amore and Colin. Not Colin. He's no longer Colin Cassidy. He's Big Cass. He's Big Cass. No longer Colin Cassidy. He's Big Cass. But yeah, last match teaming up. So what it's gonna happen is that John Cena and Enzo Amore and Big Cass are going to win. They have to win. You know, they are looking strong. And, you know, this match is... WWE could go all out. You know, The Club is splitting up. and Gallows and Anderson said, "Oh, this is not the breakup of the club. This is like expanding it because now we're dominating Raw with with Anderson and Gallows, and dominating SmackDown with AJ." But Balor is on Raw, and Balor being on Raw and Gallows and Anderson also being on Raw, there is no way that WWE is not putting them together. Absolutely no way. They have to put it. There's absolutely no way that they're not going to put them together. That's what I wanted to say. I'm sorry. There's absolutely no way that they're not putting them together. Absolutely no way. They have to put, and the Balor Club is finally happening. It has to be. Sooner or later, it has to be. But is this going to be the end of AJ's heel run? Because if you look at it, you have AJ Styles being the top heel on SmackDown right now. But if you look at it, in the end of the match, AJ is the one that gets pinned. AJ Styles is the one that gets pinned from, I don't know, from Enzo. I guess I want to say from Enzo because Enzo has been like the underdog of the team, of Cena, Enzo, and Cass. He has been the underdog. He's always the one that gets pinned. I don't know. Cena could be the one that gets the pin. I would prefer Enzo. But what if AJ Styles, he's the one that gets pinned, and the club is the club thinking the club's trying to push him, and then they turn on AJ. They turn on AJ, and Balor comes. Balor comes, and then you have the Balor Club forming at Battleground. It could happen. It could very, very well happen. So, but like with that happening, it just made the run of AJ's heel run pointless. It made it pointless. And then again, the only way I would like to see AJ, the club turning on AJ, is Balor and AJ at a pay-per-view, WrestleMania. But they're not on the same show. So, what's gonna happen? Yeah. What is gonna happen? I don't know. But either way, like I said, I'm not 100%. But Balor is on the main roster. That's a thing. That is a thing. Balor is on the main roster. He has been drafted to Raw. Expect Balor to be on Raw on Monday. Expect him. He's probably going to be there because he's now on Raw. But then, is this going to happen? Like, the club turning on AJ, then joining forces with Finn Balor? I don't know. We just have to see. Don't be super expected for that, but I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna say that it could happen, but I'm not too. Oh my God, it's gonna happen. Balor is gonna come. Balor Club is gonna be a thing. No, just gonna wait. Just gonna wait. So for this match, John Cena, Enzo Amore, and Big Cass against the club. I'm gonna give this one to John Cena, Enzo Amore, and Big Cass. Moving on to the next match of the card, we have a tag team match between the women's champion Charlotte and Dana Brooke against Sasha Banks and a mystery opponent. Ooh, mystery. Now, we can predict two things. Number one, who's going to be Sasha's partner. Number two, who's going to win. And Sasha has been getting attacked, like she was attacked on Raw, she was attacked on SmackDown, which basically gives her the win at this pay-per-view. And then on SummerSlam, hopefully she wins the title. Hopefully she wins the title on SummerSlam. And Charlotte, I think Charlotte is already the longest reigning Divas / Women's Champion reigns combined. I think she is the longest reigning. She already surpassed Nikki Bella. I'm not sure, don't quote me on that, but I think she did. I think she did. But yeah, we have Nikki Bella still. Nikki Bella could be an option, but I doubt it. I doubt it. Nikki's still injured. She wasn't even drafted. Which it makes absolutely no sense for me. Injured superstar is not drafted. How can an injured superstar not be drafted? That makes absolutely no sense. Because I mean, like no superstars came on the Titantron and make their take the shirt, wear the shirt, and be presented as the new member of Raw or SmackDown. That didn't even happen. So, what was the point of not drafting the injured ones? Why didn't Luke Harper get drafted? Why didn't Nikki Bella, Emma, Heath Slater? Why didn't Heath Slater get drafted? That was a joke. That was just a joke. And then, I mean, no, Heath Slater's not really useful. But then this question: where's Heath Slater? Where is Heath Slater? I don't care. I don't really care. But either way, predicting who is Charlotte's partner. Bayley. It has to be Bayley. If it's okay, so you have this thing where the draft. 6 superstars from NXT are drafted. Finn Balor, awesome. Nia Jax, okay, she's great. Then American Alpha, amazing, best tag team in WWE right now, definitely. Ring-wise, they're the best tag team in WWE. If you go back and check out the Revival versus American Alpha at TakeOver The End, that was an absolutely crazy match. I absolutely loved that match. But then you had Carmella. I mean, Carmella could have stayed in on NXT. But it's good if she went to the main roster. It had to be SmackDown because she's already a little superstar. You know, she needs the push. But yeah, Carmella can get the push. She could be a good star. She's good in the ring. She's very good. Then you have Alexa. I love Alexa Bliss. Alexa Bliss is great in the ring. She's great in the mic. She's great. She's great. It was a good time. But then again, now you ask, what is next for Asuka? What is Asuka gonna face? Asuka doesn't even have opponents right now. I mean, yes, she's gonna face Bayley at TakeOver, but Bayley, in my opinion, Bayley is the one. Bayley has to be the one. I mean, yes, people were expecting Bayley on the draft, and now people are saying, oh, they didn't draft Bayley. Why, WWE? You suck, you didn't draft Bayley. Wait until Sunday. I'm the first person to say it. Wait until Sunday. If Bayley is not Sasha's partner, then we can talk. What is the point of getting a mystery partner if it's not from the roster? It's not from the roster. It has to be from NXT or maybe a superstar return, but it has to be Bayley. It just has to be Bayley. It has to be Bayley. If it's not Bayley, I'm gonna be pissed. I said it on Twitter. If Sasha's opponent is not Bayley, I'ma be very, very, very upset. But yeah. Who's gonna win? Sasha and mystery partner are going to win. People are saying, oh, it's Nia Jax. No, Nia Jax is a heel. Calm down. She's not going. Nia Jax is a heel. She's not being Sasha's partner. No. And she was even announced. It's people. I mean, yes, it's if she debuts, okay, but people are going to be disappointed if it's not Bayley. People need to be turned up. Bayley is the one that turns it up. We want Bayley. We want some Bayley. I want to know. I don't want to say. I don't want to. Hey, Bayley. Ooh. No, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop. But I love Bayley. She's great. She's great in the ring. She was always the underdog, and Bayley has to be Sasha's partner. If Bayley, like I said, if Bayley is not Sasha's partner, I'm gonna be pissed. Either way, I think Sasha. I keep saying Charlotte. No, this team needs to break up after SummerSlam, because Charlotte loses the title to Sasha at SummerSlam, and then Charlotte blames it on Dana Brooke. It's probably gonna happen. She did it against Ric Flair. How about that? Yo, check this out. What if Sasha's partner is Ric Flair? Huh? What if Sasha's partner is Ric Flair? Huh? How about that? No. Okay. 2 predictions for this match. Sasha's partner, my prediction is Bayley. Who's gonna win? Sasha and the mystery partner. Moving on to the last match of the card, the main event. Once a brotherhood, now a battleground. We have the WWE Championship on the line. No longer the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. We have the WWE Championship on the line. We have the WWE Champion Dean Ambrose defending against Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins. Once a brotherhood, now a battleground. The Shield triple threat that everybody has been waiting for. You know, I would prefer it to be SummerSlam. You know, what if Dean just hold on for the briefcase one more month? He cashed in on Battleground, triple threat at SummerSlam. Would have been fine. What if the triple threat was on WrestleMania? Even better. But it's weird that they're making it on a B show. I mean, I consider Battleground a B show, but it's weird that they're making it at Battleground. But, you know, we're gonna get that triple threat earlier. You know, the chemistry has been so great between Rollins and Ambrose. No Reigns because he's suspended. And this match is clearly the most unpredictable match on the card. Clearly the most unpredictable match on the card, because it's no longer the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, is the WWE Championship. So that says me one thing: there's going to be a second title. There's going to be brand split. One title goes for one brand, the other title goes for the other. So if either Reigns or Rollins win, there's going to be a new title on SmackDown, because Reigns and Rollins are on Raw. Dean is on SmackDown. If Dean wins, there's going to be a new title on Raw. You know, like it was on the beginning. SmackDown got the WWE Championship. SmackDown had the WWE Championship. Triple H got gifted the World Heavyweight Championship. It could be. I hope the big gold belt comes back. I absolutely love that belt. I was always a SmackDown guy for that belt. I was always a SmackDown guy, and I still am. I'm still rooting for SmackDown, but doesn't say I don't like Raw, because it's a whole roster. Come on. So we have here very unpredictable match. You know, Dean Ambrose has been getting stronger and stronger. He's been looking stronger and stronger. The only way let's talk about if each man win. We're gonna talk first about Dean. What if Dean wins? Dean Ambrose wins. Awesome. He's a fighting champion. He wanted to fight everybody. Remember when John Cena and AJ Styles came and they said, "Oh, make it a fatal 5-way." And you know what? I would actually be really happy if it was a fatal 5-way. I'm sorry, but I would be happy with a fatal 5-way, because it would build the triple threat until WrestleMania or even until SummerSlam. But no, we still have the triple threat here on Battleground. But if Dean wins, he is the fighting champion. He's the top babyface on SmackDown. So how about it? He's the WWE champion. The WWE champion is on SmackDown. New title gets presented on Raw the next night. Simple. But now let's talk about what if Rollins wins. If Rollins wins, that will probably be the safer play. I'll say the safer play, because putting the title on Rollins, it had worked before. People know it works before. It worked before. It's going to work again if he wins. But a title is going to SmackDown. A new title is being presented on SmackDown. New tournament being probably a tournament, and John Cena and AJ Styles as the last competitors, I'll say. So then, what if Roman Reigns wins? If Roman Reigns wins, same situation as Rollins, new title goes to SmackDown, but the absolute, I was gonna say at the beginning, but then after thinking it, at the beginning I said there's no way that Roman Reigns is winning. He's a suspended guy. It just came from suspension. Is WWE really just gonna give him the belt like that? The only way that I think Roman is winning is if he turns heel. Even if he doesn't win the title, there's absolutely no way of not turning it heel. This is the problem of the brand split. SmackDown has too many baby faces. Raw doesn't have a baby face. Like, Balor is probably turning heel with the club. Roman Reigns can't be the face because everybody hates him. Who is the baby face? Is Sami Zayn gonna be the top baby face? Cesaro? No. I mean, Balor has to be the top baby face. Roman Reigns can't. I mean, they could be a double turn. Seth Rollins could be the baby face. Seth Rollins can turn face, and Roman can turn heel. All fine. That should have happened at Money in the Bank, but it didn't. So, I don't know. I don't really know, but who am I going to give this one to? It's really unpredictable. It's very, very unpredictable. I don't know who I'm going to give it to. I am going to give this one to Dean Ambrose. I don't know. That's just me. My prediction is Dean. If Rollins wins, I'm fine. If Roman wins, only as a heel. If he comes back as a baby and they start making him as a baby face, that's not working. It's not gonna work. It is never going to work. It worked a bit as champion, but the only way he is being champion is if he's a heel. And Rollins has to turn face because we need a top baby face on Raw. And like I said, we have so many baby faces on SmackDown. We have John Cena, Randy Orton. I guess he's going to come back as a baby face. You have Dean Ambrose. Then you have two heels, AJ Styles, Bray Wyatt. With Bray Wyatt rumored to be turning face. He was turning face, then he got injured. All that stuff. So, yeah. And is Finn Balor really going to be the one? Is Balor going to be the one? Really? It could be. It very well could be. So, I'm gonna give this match to Dean Ambrose, but I don't know. It's very, very unpredictable, like I said before. So, we'll see about that when the time comes. So, either way, I'm gonna end this WWE Battleground preview right here. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know in the comment section down below what are your predictions of this WWE pay-per-view. If you guys enjoyed it, like I said, make sure to go ahead and leave a like and subscribe to the channel as well, because I really appreciate if you guys do that. And I will see you all in the next time.